Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone, and another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another 3 bite the dust. Oh, it's West Ham transfer window, and within 1 week we've had 3 players reject moves to the club because they either don't want to come or they want to go elsewhere. No player is different than another in this situation. I'm going to just talk about all 3 and why they've not chosen to come to the mighty Irons. Ex-West Ham United employee has been on holiday for the last few days and he hasn't been able to give regular transfer updates because he's busy spending time with his family. But he has been giving intermittent reports on Patreon. What he has said is that Jesse Lingard, Tammy Abraham and Matheus Pereira are all not interested in joining West Ham anymore. But it's not all for the same reason. You could argue that it's because the club has shown a lack of ambition, and that's fair enough, but the real reason why they're not joining is because of respective differences in opinions. I don't know what it is with David Moyes and Jesse Lingard. Does Moyes have like posters of Lingard all over his room? Does he have a little folder with the cutouts of Jesse Lingard in it that he swoons over at night and just sits in his bed like this? Is that what he's like? Because Moyes is obsessed with Lingard. He won't shut up about him. We've been pursuing him for the last few months, and Jesse Lingard's now decided he doesn't want to join. Abraham says that he doesn't want to join. And Matheus Pereira, well, this is going to be the follow-up to my Off the Press this week. So you've got 3 players that I'm going to talk about as to why they haven't chosen to come to West Ham. And for some, it's their loss. Let me start off with Jesse Lingard. This is a player who joined West Ham in January on loan from Manchester United and scored 9 goals in 16 games. His goals more or less fired West Ham into the Europa League group stages for this upcoming season. And even though he was just a lone player, he really built a strong connection with West Ham. He even posted pictures of his daughter wearing a West Ham jersey, him saying how much he loved the club, and he gave quite an emotional and long goodbye speech at the end of the last season. Lingard has since decided that he wants to stay at Manchester United and fight for a place rather than to come to West Ham. That's his loss, mainly because he would definitely get a starting position at West Ham, and he would have a future at West Ham. He's 28 years old, has 1 year left on his current contract, and hasn't agreed a new deal at Manchester United yet. Moyes says that he was wanting Jesse Lingard to move to West Ham. It hasn't happened, but Moyes isn't giving up on this deal, and I don't know why. It's typical West Ham fashion to spend one whole summer pursuing a target and then not getting that player. And this is what David Moyes is doing right now with Lingard. He won't shut up about Lingard to the point where other targets that we could be pursuing are ending up going to other clubs. I respect Jay Lings a lot for what he did for West Ham, but you know when they say move on, this is the time to move on from him. He says that he doesn't want to come back to West Ham, so be it. He can stay at Man United and just sit on the bench. That's his choice. Accept it and move on. Some people on Twitter said that Lingard is an absolute con for what he said. They're turning on Lingard because he says he doesn't care about wanting to join West Ham. That shouldn't be the attitude. Just be grateful for what he did for the club in the time that he was there. And he should be regarded as West Ham's greatest ever loan signing, in my opinion. The thing is, though, as they say, never fall in love with a loan player because it hurts when they leave. I can tell you that for sure. But anyway, Lingard doesn't want to come to West Ham. It's the first thing that should be done is just to say, look, the ship sailed with him, move on. Let's not let this transfer rumour or this interest in this player drag on anymore. It's done and dusted. Since we now have more goalkeepers than we do strikers, that's always actually been the case at West Ham, but we always end up signing about 500 goalkeepers and only signing 2 strikers. I don't know why, but we have needed another forward because Antonio's hamstrings are going to go at some point. I bet my mortgage on it. I bet my entire life savings on it. Probably don't bet my entire life savings on it, otherwise I'd be skinting on the street. But either way, you get what I'm saying. Tammy Abraham linked with West Ham all summer, said he wanted to come to West Ham, £30 million price tag, then admits that he doesn't want to come to West Ham and he'd rather go to Arsenal. My brother's an Arsenal fan and texted me saying, I actually hope we don't sign Tammy because he's absolute crap. My brother isn't convinced with Tammy Abraham. Abraham saying that he doesn't want to come to West Ham is a shock, and it does hurt a little bit, because I was convinced that West Ham would sign him. It made sense, because Abraham's not getting any game time at Chelsea. Chelsea wanted to sign him a striker before Abraham could even be considered for a move away from Stamford Bridge. So it just means more frustration. Really, he doesn't want to come to the club, even if West Ham were to meet his astronomical wage demands, and it was about 140,000 a week. I wouldn't pay 140 grand a week for Tammy Abraham personally. That's a massive demand to meet, and he can't just come to the club and think that he's going to earn big bucks because of his name and upcoming reputation, or the fact that he's a Champions League winner. That's not how football works. There's no entitlement, if you know what I'm saying. Abraham, it's gutting that he won't be joining at this rate, but at the same time, that's his choice again. You know, same with Lingard, it's his choice. He didn't want to come to West Ham, fair enough, but we can't keep pursuing him if he doesn't want to come. This is the point I'm making in this video. West Ham need to stop letting these transfers drag on, or letting these rumours and bids drag on, and just get things done quickly. If the player says no, you need to have a plan B. We haven't got that with Lingard, we didn't have that with Abraham, so now who are we going to get as a forward? I genuinely do not know. Every transfer window we need a striker, it's not going to be Tammy. He looks like he wants to go to Arsenal, and my brother's not convinced by him. I don't know. I'm not sure really if Tammy Abraham would ball in this West Ham team, but I think he would have a better chance of starting games than he would at Chelsea. That is for sure. Anyway, it's another is what it is. Again, I'll say it again, we move on. Abraham's not coming to the bowl. The third player is someone that has a little bit of a different approach, because unlike Lingard and Abraham, this player is motivated by cash, so it seems. It's going to be another Payet, another Arnautovic if he were to come to West Ham, and reports in the Middle East are suggesting that he will not be coming to West Ham. And that player is, as we can probably infer from my last video, Matheus Pereira. Now, following all the abuse from the Al-Hilal fans of being called a small club, it seems that their president has flown to London to discuss a negotiation with Pereira, and he could be announced as an Al-Hilal player at this rate. Pereira admitted on social media that he wanted to leave the club because the manager hadn't treated him fairly. It didn't seem like he was going to stay in Birmingham anyway. He was going to go elsewhere. West Ham were in talks to sign the player. It got us all excited, but Al-Hilal were also in talks to sign him. Al-Hilal, it was confusing with them because they reportedly couldn't afford his fee even if his wages were, quote, astronomical. So now apparently he's gone there for £20 million. And he's going there really for the money. And stuff him. If he's gone for the money, then so be it. We don't need that kind of player at West Ham. We don't need a big personality who just flies by the seat of his pants and doesn't do anything to earn the money and doesn't do anything to earn the respect of the fans and staff. We don't need players like that. Moyes wants a hard-working, hungry, honest team. Big money personalities and people who just want the cash aren't welcome at West Ham. They shouldn't be welcome at any club, really. And the fact that he's very more money oriented is a sign of the times as well. You know, it just shows how players just want to sign for the cash. They're not really there to have any real connection with the club. They're just there for the disrespect. And Pereira was disrespectful. When it was rumoured that he was going to leave West Brom, and it was kind of in the works for him to leave West Brom, he stopped playing for the club and stopped affiliating with West Brom. Sarri Benrahma, on the other hand, kept playing for Brentford and gave money to the staff of Brentford after he left and joined West Ham. So who's the better person there? Who's the better person? Pereira, who's going just for the cash, or Benrahma, who still respected his club even though he was going to leave? I think I'll take Benrahma. Thank you, because Ali at least is honest and good-hearted. I would not have Pereira in this team. As much as he is a good player, as much as he would have been good for West Ham, I don't want that kind of money-grabbing personality. So, if he's going to Al-Hilal, fair enough. Stuff him. It's just going for the cash. He's going to be playing in a league that's not really even a farmers' league. And he's just doing it for the money. So, yeah. See you, pal. Thank you very much for watching Wheel and Deal. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. If you're going to the game on Saturday for the Betway Cup, have fun, and it'll be exciting to see fans back in the bowl again. Thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you all soon.